What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Hanging out with truly one of the absolute legends of the mortgage industry, but not just the mortgage industry. He's one of those people that, I say this a lot, I learned from Todd to have the energy that you got to show up enthusiastic, you got to show up with passion, whatever you're doing, whether it's mortgage, real estate, insurance, car sales, for crying out loud, whatever you do, you got to show up and enjoy it. Todd Duncan is truly one of my mentors, one of my friends. I've learned so much from him. Todd, you are here. We're at Momentum Builder 2023. What are you talking about today,
2023.
Man? Can you believe it, man?
Woo!
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. You know what? I'm talking about something that I've been passionate about for 30 years. And I've watched this industry for that long, go through these cycles, and I'm always interested in how people survive a cycle and how they die in a cycle, right? And so when you start to think about the market we've been in for maybe the last 90, 120 days, you think about a 2-year forecast, my message to everybody is going to be, man, be hopeful, be optimistic, because this is coming from a guy that started in the business when FHA and VA financing was 17.5% and 6 points.
Holy cow.
So nobody can tell me the market is bad. You don't even know what a bad market is. You guys were just lucky because we had this really, really good run, right? Right place, right time.
Yeah.
But right now, here's the good news. Right now, the industry is in this pivot move that if you don't understand the pivot, you're going to get left behind. And the pivot is have the long view. Because the long view tells us right now that starting in Q2 of 23 all the way to Q4 of 24, the market's going to get hot again.
Sweet.
Our interest rates are going to go from, what was the high? 7, 6.5. We're going to go all the way down to 4.4. CPI is going to come from 8.7 down to 2.5. The cost of goods, that's huge. And then when you look at treasuries are going to go from the top that they were at all the way down to 2.5 in the next 20 months.
Holy cow.
So that means we're going to be back to a 4% interest rate market,
which,
go. By the way, is tomorrow's refi market.
That's see, but so many people, Todd, it's just doom and gloom, and they're so worried about that, and it almost puts us in this paralysis. We're overthinking it, but it's like there's hope. That's one of the things that Shred stands for. Share hope. Repeat it. Like you got to have that hope in your life.
Have you ever heard the acronym for hope?
No, I'm excited about this.
Hang on, pain ends.
I never heard that.
Hang on, pain ends. You don't be stupid and just go forward because somebody taught you tenacity.
Sure.
Go forward purposefully, go forward intentionally. Today I'm going to talk about what happens when you marry optimism with skill.
Ooh, that's a powerful
When you marry optimism with skill, you achieve mastery.
Oh, man.
That's it. So attitude, skill. If you want to dumb down success,
that's it.
What's your attitude? And are your skills at level 10?
Okay.
Do you have a black belt in relationship management? Do you have a black belt?
I want to ask this. I want to dive deeper in that. Attitude, skill. Are they teachable? Or is it something that you have, are you just born? Is it innate, ability that you're born with? Or can you learn these skills?
Well, you definitely can learn skills. Here's the key to learning skills. This is powerful.
Sure.
Don't try to get good at what you're weak at. If I have a DNA weakness,
sure.
I have a DNA weakness, and it's called detail.
Right.
I'm not good at detail, right? So I don't want to try and get good at detail. But I also have a strength that's called relationship management, relationship connection.
Sure.
So why don't I just want to spend more time there?
Let's focus on that.
Yeah, why don't I just want to spend time there? So you could work for 100 hours to improve a skill that you don't have the DNA for, or you could work 10 hours on a skill you have the DNA for. What makes more sense?
Of course.
Don't try to get good at what God left out.
Oh, man. Do you think that's, as humans, that's sometimes our weakness?
100%. It's doing the things that we're weak at, which mess this up. So now you're not optimistic, and then your attitude is, why am I doing this? At the end of the day, sales conversations, relationship value, and follow-up. Those are the 3 things that'll keep your business going. And if you're not good at follow-up, delegate it. Get somebody who's good at follow-up. Because I'm going to show everybody today how they can make $1 million a year just by following up with 500 borrowers.
500
borrowers, $1 million a year.
Okay, this is really interesting because right now, especially in the world of social media, Todd, everything's they need tens of thousands of followers. But you're saying 500. 500 is that's attainable. You can do that.
100%. In our business plan, at the middle level of our coaching, you will achieve that in somewhere between 18 and 24 months. If you start from like, I don't know, I think it's $254,000. We can take you to $1.7 million in 24 months.
24 months?
By just figuring that piece out.
Really?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. But so the message is, why wouldn't you be excited?
Right.
If you could work less hours, make a whole lot
Way
more
more
money, and have retention. Why would I go try to find 500 new people when I got 500 that love me?
Todd, you're literally like saying everything.
like
This is amazing.
And that's why we don't have fun in the business.
Right?
This business should be fun. You should have time off. You should. I'm going to give you a stat right now. It's going to blow your mind. I'm showing data today that I've never showed in the industry. It took 6 months to collect data on 11,000 loan officers.
Oof, that's a lot.
The confidence level on the polling is 95%. The margin of error, plus or minus margin of error, is 0.92.
Holy
It's real.
cow.
It's
Like,
very
this
real.
is like very good.
49% of loan officers surveyed, when answering the question, how many more hours a day would you like to spend with your family? 4.
Really?
4 hours. That's in a work week, that's 20 hours. So I either read into that you're working too many hours.
Of course.
Or I read into that your relationship might be compromised. And it might be compromised because you're working the wrong way. You're working inefficiently. You're not keeping the promises you make, And so, and if we look at the top 3 responses, it's nearly 80% of the industry wants between 2 and 4 more hours a day with their family. That to me is like, why would we let a business dominate us?
No kidding. That's like family's everything to me.
gotta be.
And
It's
that's just one of those things. That is, I can't wait till you share. That will get people thinking like, wow.
Yeah.
Like where's my focus at? Where should it be at? Sometimes those relationships that we think are like, oh, they're good. 4 hours is nothing, man. That's crazy.
No, and here's the deal. If you get your relationships more productive, you actually have more time to not work.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like crazy. So it's going to be fun. I'm a little bit. I'm super passionate about it. I'm a little bit kind of nervous because I custom built this. This is the first time I've taught this hour.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
But I'm more excited than I am nervous. But it's going to be.
You're going to bring it again. Bring
it
your passion.
good. Yeah.
Todd, so excited. Cannot thank you enough.
Yep.
Always. Guys, go check out Todd. Follow all his pages. He will continue to inspire. He'll continue to lead. He's one of those people, like you said, he has that passion to help you build your business as well. Todd,
You.
appreciate you. See you guys.
See you.